Silence your cell phones now.
Hey, baby. Where are your parents? Hey, who's baby? What? Really? A con baby?
What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei, place me chill, Mr. Sandy. About to give you guys another movie experience here. And yes, we have the new Disney movie that has just dropped in theaters. And you get, if you have Disney Plus and have the premiere access, you guys got to pay a $30 fee to get this movie as soon as it comes out in theaters. And that is Raya, the Last Dragon. So Raya and the Last Dragon, this story, first of all, I love representation stories. I love stories that have, focus on a certain culture. So focus on Asian culture in this one, and I really like it because it stars Kelly Marie Tran and Awkwafina and stuff like that. So we have in this story, we have this land called the Kamandra that is prosperous land that is taxed by these Druon, these evil kind of spirits that come and tell everybody the stone, and then all these dragons have made the special orb, giving all their magic to repel this magic away, but it was left with one dragon, and then all of a sudden the tribes kind of broke away a little bit, kind of like how Black Panther was, and then all of a sudden now this orb breaks 500 years later, and each tribe grabs a piece of it as a fight breaks out, and then all of a sudden the droids come in and turn a lot of the people into stone, a lot of casualties. So 6 years later we have Raya, who unfortunately her father is caught up in the stones, and now she wants to get put all the stones back together to go and get her father back. So it's a very simple story, and like I said, I thought it was really good here. So we're gonna I will get going to the good, I'm gonna give you guys the bad, and I'm gonna give you guys the experience with the slight spoilers. So starting off with the good. Start off with the good when it comes to Raya and the Last Dragon. First off is the animation. Disney is top notch when it comes to the animation. Now, once again, I'm a very guy got into the movie stuff like that, but please somebody help me explain the difference between the Disney and the Pixar, because it's to me, because Pixar, because these movies kind of look a lot the same, but this Disney falls in the category of like Frozen and Zootopia and Tangled and stuff like that. But then Pixar, which was Soul, falls into Toy Story and Brave and all that stuff like that. Because I always be like, this is a Pixar movie because it looks like that, but I'm like, but no, it's actually a Disney movie that looks like that. But whatever the case may be, the animation and stuff like that is great. When you see fur on the screen, it looks real. When you see the water on the screen, it looks real. Somebody's sweating or crying, I'm like, my God, the facial expressions on these things look just phenomenal. And what it look like, they really try to get the actresses and the actors that are playing the parts look like they do in the movie, and I thought that was just amazing. And then we have the character of Raya. Raya is really good, played by Kelly Marie Tran. Obviously, I remember her from Star Wars, what was it? The Last Jedi and things of that nature. So that whole Disney era of Star Wars. So she's back, and she does a great job as Raya in this movie. Awkwafina plays Shishu, which is the dragon, who just a human, which looks just like Awkwafina. They did phenomenal jobs at doing what they did. I heard there was a lot of controversy behind this film, and they lost the director at time last year. I didn't really know too much about the controversy, but when this movie came out, I was like, okay, another Disney movie. Let me check it out with my family, because I watched it with my both my kids, and they enjoyed it. They both sat there and they loved the movie. And my son said it has a lot of a Moana feel to it. Now I hate to say that, for somebody who loves movies as much as I do, I have still yet to see Moana yet, so I gotta put that on my bucket list. I gotta make sure I check that movie out. But this one right here, it really brings it. I think the story is pretty tight. It's pretty simplistic in what it is, and it doesn't need to go overboard on things to do. That's what I liked about it. And it's just basically a journey about her trying to get this broken orb together, and it's a big story about trust. Okay, and that's a lot of things. This movie hits a lot about what's going on in society today, and how we hit home with certain things when it comes to different tribes. Everybody just wants for them, and sometimes you got to put a little trust in caring and making the first step in doing that kind of trust kind of thing. I thought it taught a very good lesson in that aspect of it. So with all that being the good, let's go a little bit into what I felt was probably a little bit of bad. Honestly, I didn't have any much bad I felt about the movie per se. If I complain about anything, there were nitpicks, but once again, there wasn't that many nitpicks. Maybe one of the characters got on my nerves a little bit, but that's just what the purpose of the character is supposed to be. But when it comes to just the anger part, there was something really about this movie that I truly did not like. So let's just go right on into the experience. So when it comes to the experience, I'm telling y'all right now that I was hesitant at first of trying to get this thing because I was like, okay, Mulan was a $30. Well, that's the first time they tried to do the premiere access type thing, and I'm like, I don't know how it works. If like you get it, you pay that $30 at one time, and then you get all the new movies coming out as they do throughout the year. Disney Plus, or you have to do $30 per movie. But I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, look, for back in 2019, I have to say, I love going to the movies. I still love going to the movies. I love movies. So every time me and my wife will go, that's $30 right there. So I'm just like, well, me and both my kids, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure I'll just drop $30 to see this movie. It looks pretty good because I wasn't really into Mulan. I wasn't into the animated one. I felt this one was going to change my mind. But this one, I was like, this actually looks pretty good. I want to check this thing out. And like I said, it was a movie weekend because I still watch Coming to America. I still got to watch Billie Holiday. But I was watching Coming to America. I was like, well, let's check out Raya. And I'm glad it was money well spent. I recommend going out there and trying to buy it out. So in my personal opinion, when it comes to Raya and the Last Dragon, I want to give it a complete nerdgasm. I was going for damn near perfect, but damn near perfect means I would have something to tell you in the bed. But I really didn't have anything to tell bad. I thought it was one good Disney movie. I felt it was a good Disney movie for this year type thing. I'm not saying it's my top 10 of all time, my top 5 of all time. I truly believe it's in that damn near perfect nerdgasm range, but I gave nerdgasm because I really enjoyed it. Me and my kids really enjoyed it. I really had nothing bad to say about it. It's definitely going in my top movies of 2021 so far. I really enjoyed it and brought to it. But you know what? Post your comments down below. Did I rank it too high? Did I rank it too low? Post your comments down below. How you guys felt about the movie. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my review of it. And hit the subscribe button for new movie experience reviews every single weekend right here on NC Studios. So once again, it's NC a place to be. Children, Mr. A&D, and I'll see you at the movies.